What's a man gotta do to get that kind of attention from you?
It's hard to say exactly, but you seem to be doing fine.
Well, great. Though truth is, it ain't me that wants you.
Oh?
No, Miss Jacqueline Natla does. From Natla Technologies. You know, creator of all things bright and beautiful.
Seal it, Larson.
Ma'am.
Feast your eyes on this, Lara. How does that make your wallet rumble?
I'm sorry. I only play for sport.
Then you'll like a big park. Peru, vast mountain ranges to cover, sheer walls of ice, rocky crags, savage winds, and there's this little trinket. An age-old artifact of mystical power is buried in the unfound tomb of Qualapec. That's my interest. You could leave tomorrow. Are you busy tomorrow?
Hello, my name's Bob Dendry. Welcome to my channel. This is the first video I'll be putting out, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to be playing through the entire Tomb Raider series. It's a series I've been interested in, well, pretty much since I got my first game console, the PS1 back in '97 or so. So we'll go through Lara's home first of all. I think we'll do Lara's home and also caves. We'll probably not talk much during Lara's home because there's a lot of background dialogue, but then we'll once we get to Peru, we'll have a bit of a chat.
Welcome to my home. I'll take you on a guided tour. Use the D-pad to go into the music room. Okay, let's do some tumbling. Press the jump button. Now press it again and quickly press one of the directions and I'll jump that way.
Easy peasy. Just going to make sure I've got all my controls set up properly. For some reason, when I went to record this, my controls had changed a bit, but quickly fixed those up and they look to be all good now.
Ah, the main hall. Sorry about the crates. I'm having some things put into storage and the delivery people haven't been yet.
Whoops.
Run up to a crate and while still pressing forward, press action and I'll vault up onto it.
Will do. It's the Lara's home in all of the games is pretty cool because it does give you sort of Easter eggs and little continuity nods around, I guess from 2 onwards, around different different games. Like you can see like the skiing from this game in some of the future games. Obviously this is the first one, so we have to just have the Ark of the Covenant sneakily stolen from Indiana Jones. But hey, that's alright.
This used to be the ballroom, but I've converted it into my own personal gym. What do you think? Well, let's do some exercises.
Yeah, it's pretty damn cool.
I don't actually run everywhere. When I want to be careful, I walk. Hold down the walk button and walk to the white line. With the walk button down, I won't fall off even if you try to make. If you want to look around, press and hold the look button, then press in the direction you want to look.
Cool. Look around and show off the badly tiled textures everywhere.
If a jump is too far for me, I can grab the ledge and save myself from a nasty fall. Walk to the edge with the white line until I won't go any further. Then press jump immediately, followed by forward, and while I'm in the air, press and hold the action button. Press forward and I'll climb up. If I do a running jump, I can make a jump like that no problem. Walk to the edge with the white line until I stop. Then let go of walk and tap backwards to give me a run up. Press forward and almost immediately press and hold the jump button. I won't actually jump until the last minute.
Easy.
Right, this is a really big one. So do a running jump exactly as before, except while I'm in the air, press and hold the action button to make me grab the ledge. Nice.
It's pretty interesting how these first, 5 Tomb Raider games from this one through to Chronicles are all at their heart really based on that same formula of, jumping, running, jumping and grabbing around all the different puzzles. Obviously in the Lara's home, it's pretty easy to see that everything's on a grid, but I think especially in the, if you look around the Peru, the caves level, the devs and the game designers have done a pretty good job of actually hiding the fact that it is literally just all grid based.
Try to vault up here. Press forward. I can't climb up because the gap is too small. But press right and I'll shimmy sideways until there is room. Then press forward. Tap backwards and I'll jump off backwards. Immediately press and hold the action button and I'll grab the ledge on the way down.
Nice.
Let's go for a swim. The jump button and the directions move me around underwater.
See if I can remember how to dive. Oh yeah, boy. Nice, look at that. I think the swimming controls are actually surprisingly easy. Given, the controls in Tomb Raider are pretty janky as is, like these early ones. But I guess they're probably a product of their time. But I think the underwater controls are actually pretty well thought up and pretty well implemented in these early games.
Air. Just use forward and left and right to manoeuvre around on the surface. Press jump to dive down for another swim about, or go to the edge and press action to climb out.
Alright, nice easy start in Lara's home. Now, let's go off. Begin our adventure in Peru, I think.
Right, now I'd better take off these wet clothes.
Well, here we are, Peru. Our guide's just been killed by wolves and the door has shut behind us, so let's see where we go from here. So Caves is a pretty basic level. There's not really much to do in it. There's only a few enemies. The jumping puzzles and that are all pretty basic, but I suppose it's a nice intro to, you know, the game. I mentioned quickly earlier, Tomb Raider was like one of the first games I got for the first, you know, game console that I really had as a kid, being PS1, which I think my dad won it in a raffle or something like that. If I remember correctly, it came with the Disney Hercules game, which is a fantastic game. And then we went and picked up Tomb Raider like the next day from Kmart. Which, for any Aussies watching, that was back in the days where Kmart still had a video game section, a pretty cool video game section at it. Because, obviously this is such a short level, I think I can remember where all the secrets and stuff are. So we'll be obviously aiming to get those all out of the way, but moving forward, my memory's not quite as good, so we'll see. We'll try and get all the secrets, but we'll see how successful that actually is. Our first enemies of the game, just a few bats. Pretty easy to take care of. And I think there's another secret over here. Nice. And yes, a little bat there as well. Great shenanigans. For those wondering, I'm playing, so I have the Steam version of Tomb Raider, and I've downloaded Tomb ATI, which is, I only found out about this program when I was looking through some solutions on how to actually go through and record this. If you own Tomb Raider on Steam, you know it runs through DOSBox, which isn't fantastic. And there's a couple of different options of some paid programs and some free programs to get it to run a little bit better. It uses, I believe, Voodoo, which is an old sort of graphics API, or at the same time as very early DirectX, which ran on DOS systems, I believe. But Tomb ATI sort of converts or wraps the game so it runs on DirectX, allows you to set high frame rates up to 4K. And it also does some things like adding the music from the PlayStation version back into the game, as well as like higher resolution cutscenes, which, I mean, obviously they're pretty low resolution as is, but it's a lot better than what you get by default with the DOS version of the game, for sure. As for my controller, I'm using an Xbox One Elite controller. Funnily enough, I've never owned an Xbox game console, and this is the first Xbox controller I've bought, which I bought like last year. And I'm running it through ReWASD or ReWASD, however you want to say it, to map the buttons. And I find it to be a pretty cool program. So I think we've got some wolves down here. I don't think there's any items or anything down there, but we'll go have a look around anyway. Oh, gosh, I might have to go and take care of this down there. All right. We'll just have a little explore, see what we can find down here. But yeah, I don't think there's any items. I remember that mummy from playing as a kid. It used to scare the crap out of me. You've got these, obviously a fairly early, reasonably early 3D engine. Obviously not the first, but utilizes these like billboarded sprites, as you'd call them. So the sprites sort of follow you and point at you regardless of what direction you're looking in. Also noticed before, I just stopped and was looking here. Just noticed a little glitch here with this this texture here. Looks like maybe the model, the normals have been reversed or something like that. So you can see straight through it. I actually don't recall seeing that when I played it on the original PlayStation version. So either my memory's bad or maybe it's just a perk of the PC port, potentially. I think there's a bear down here. Potentially. Oops. Maybe. Hello? Oh, there it is. They're like reversed. Come on, let's take it out. There's a little room down there. Maybe that's a secret. Hello? Where'd you go, Mr. Bear? I'll have to go down there and take care of it, I think. Oh no. Cool. Oh, hello? Oh. Alright, where are we off to now? Oh, pick up down there. Nice. Okay, but not a secret. So where does this put us? Okay. Huh. Back in this area. Cool. It's pretty interesting looking at the sort of limitations they had when they were, I guess this is probably the first time they used this game engine, which obviously they went on to use for another 5 games, but it's interesting if you look at the sort of, not the camera limitations, limitations of the engine that they had to deal with. I believe they intended this to be like a open air sort of environments where you could see out into the sky, and I think in Lost Valley it was the same, but you ended up with obviously it looks like it's been snowed over there, but in the Lost Valley it's a black skybox and you can see crap, my bad, and you can see the same in like Colosseum and a couple of other areas, which, I mean, I think it's sort of strangely foreboding as well, having just a blank sky to look up at as well. Anyway, as we were before I demonstrated my incompetence, I guess 2 hands for beginners, I guess, as they say. I remember this bit. This is cool bit that sort of the atmosphere of it I think is lost a bit in the original PC port, where you, for whatever reason, lost that fantastic Tomb Raider music. Like I think for its time the music in this game is absolutely fantastic, and it was all missing in the PC version. They did add obviously all this sort of atmospherics which you can hear now, but I don't think it's quite the same. And the good thing about Tomb ATI is it adds all that back in, just like right now. Interesting way to die. The music does run a little long though, considering the dogs are all dead already, and we're still having this tense music playing in the background. Alright, where are we off to now? Oh, I think that might be the secret we're looking for actually. Oh yes, excellent. I think that would be the last secret for this level, so it's a good start. Good start, got a nice large med kit there. Yeah, I think our switch for this door is over there. Whoops. Nice. Oh, oh. Alright. Got some darts. Easy enough. Alright, so gotta go down here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Forgot about that one. Okay, I think it might be time for a medkit. Cool. I believe the switch is on the other side here. You know when the music starts, it's time to pull out your guns, right? Is anyone else around here? No? Okay. So, it's the final little bit of the level. Could climb down over there, but I think we'll be fine just to do a bit of a safety drop here. Or just not do a safety drop and slide down. That's fine. Cool. Yeah, so it's interesting some of the little elements of the level design that make it feel a little bit more connected. Like, if we were to run down to that little gate down there, it's the same gate we saw sort of right at the beginning of the level, and if we could just break down that wooden or bamboo or whatever gate or open it somehow, obviously we'd cut out like 3/4 of the level. So it's just a really cool thing that adds to that connected level design, I guess. Yeah. So, our first level all done and dusted. A pretty quick one. Obviously, Caves is more of an intro level. That's why I threw in Lara's home as well. But yeah, it was nice to get back into it and give the game a bit of a go. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, and also ring that little bell. Give it a little ding so you get a notification when I release the next one, which hopefully we'll be able to get through all the Tomb Raider games from front to back, from this generation to the first Crystal Dynamics generation to the current trilogy, but we'll see how we go with that. So until next time, see you later.